continue drawing it.
Okay.
It needs more flour.
And we should be alive. Yes, we are alive. Cause hello everyone and welcome, Mike.
Hi.
What?
Mike. Who was talking?
Hello.
Hello!
Hello everyone and welcome to the third session of Clouds over Sharn and to the natural Ruckus. Or something, yeah. Just a little disclaimer. When things might get a bit bloody and descriptive over time. So be ready for that. In case you are...
We might get a little bit too graphic, so
Yeah.
that's not your thing.
Yeah.
Also be very wary of magic missile anal beads, because those are...
That's a thing that happened, yes.
Yeah, like
Very
this
much.
is something to be wary of with the crowd.
I did forget about that.
So, today...
Ow!
Today, we have here good old David over there, looking amazing. Then, we have our beloved Riley over there. Then, the another amazing person, Jade. Then the crazy one, Andres. And...
More flowers.
beautiful. And the craziest one of us all, Mike. Also super lovely. And then there's me, and so yeah, whatever.
I feel insulted.
The one we all learned from.
I feel insulted. Like, Mike did truly out crazy.
Maybe, no one knows. No one knows. Oh, it's getting... Oh. Now kiss. Oh, okay. Okay. That's a bit too much.
Hey. We were here first. Tune in next week for nothing.
So...
That's true, yeah.
That's true. Since...
Or 5 weekly.
we have finally started, why don't we get the... words?
The fireball rolling.
Fireball rolling, yes.
Let's rip out that magic bead. Sorry?
What happened last time?
Last time,
Yes, do that.
on Clouds over
Last
Sharn.
So, we went into Blue's workplace, and we had a few surprise guests we had to fight through, which we did after surviving fireballs and all sorts of balls, really. In the meantime, Blue's back was revealed to carry two huge, tattered, and damaged butterfly wings, which the mercenaries recognized him by. Then we looked around the room to try and find clues as to where the main office of Alix was, and we found a key numbered 77, and a journal with a bunch of names inside it with numbers next to them. But one of the last names was Daxithar's, numbered 372. There were some names of wizards around the academy as well, but meanwhile, Blue went behind the bar and graciously began drinking. Then Ryathandel found a letter, and then a briefcase with a tag on it reading, "To Alicia Silvertongue from the Broken Lily." Something spherical... Wait, no. There was... Ryathandel found another box inside a hidden box that had a velvet sack labeled Blue 7. And inside it was something spherical, and that's where we left off.
And that's where we continue. You are after the fight, you snooped around the place, and over the scent that the candles give out in the palace, you can slowly smell blood. That's spilled out all over the place after what you've done here.
I mean, I think that was Rendar mostly, quite frankly.
Mostly, yeah. And who was holding that velvet bag?
I think it was given to me.
Yeah.
And Blue, you are holding a velvet bag that's very nice to the touch. And as you touch it, you feel something spherical inside.
Okay. I will open the bag and tip it out onto my hand.
You open the bag, and what falls into your hand is is something as big as a human head, but it's a...
Oh, this was a much bigger bag than I thought.
Same.
This is a significantly bigger bag than I thought.
It's a big,
I
big
expected something
bag.
like this.
Like
Yeah.
that.
Okay.
No,
okay.
it's a big ass bag.
Okay,
and-
cool.
Fucking sack is what it is.
Anyway.
What falls into your hand is this crystal sphere with a mist that seems to be trapped inside. And as you look at it, it's this milky, thick mist, fog, whatever that's inside. And as you touch it, you can feel that it's magical.
I have no idea what this is. I'll go look over to Mulder, because he's a wizard. Sort of.
Cat. Anyway.
I'm a little offended.
You basically just set everybody on fire. That's kind of the extent of your wizarding I've seen so far. So, can you identify this? I don't know what it is.
Let me take a closer. I'll walk over and peer at it.
Mm-hmm.
I misheard. I thought you took it for a litter box.
Could I? Oh wait, no, never mind. I changed my mind.
All right.
Have I finished making sure that the people we killed cannot be easily identified or questioned?
Yes, they've been smushed to pieces. I mean, their heads are just all over the place. And each time you come up to a person and you pick up your maul, is it maul?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And you crush their head, you can hear this somewhat pleasing sound of cracking skull and just brains spilling all over. It's like crushing a melon. It's this and a crushing sound at the same time. But yeah, you did your job.
All right. As I'm finishing up, I'll just get them all over, kind of walk up and see what everyone's staring at.
You see
May I
everyone...
add one,
What?
may I add one thing?
Yes.
Since David is looking as posh as he is, I'm sure, absolutely certain that Rendar playing skulls. Are you playing cricket with skulls?
Oh.
I'm offended.
No, I've smashed the skulls pretty well.
Fair enough.
DM,
Yes.
I'm going to cast Identify.
Okay.
Ooh.
You...
So tell me, what is this?
What do we got?
You go over to Blue, and you have to get closer. So you jump up into his lap and look at this crystal sphere, and already it seems familiar to you.
Yeah,
And-
I thought it might.
As you cast the Identify and you caress the sphere with your tail, you know that it is a scrying eye.
I knew it. Well, what we have here is a scrying.
What is it then? I mean, what do I do with it?
Well, it can show us things.
Huh.
Hopefully not just limited to fog.
Well,
Hopefully. So,
let me see if I can make this work.
Would I know
I guess I will hold. Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
No, just gonna say, I'm just like, I've got this visual of like, so I'm sort of like sat where I was on the floor in front of the bar now with a human head-sized crystal ball and a cat in my lap.
Yep.
It's very good. Very much like Jade's life, quite frankly.
All right. So, look and see. So tell me, what happens when I try to use this thing?
When you try to use it and you peer into the scrying eye, you feel like it's pushing you away. Like the magic it has been depleted for today. You try to push your presence into it, and as you reach the fog, it's just a wall for you.
And it seems that it's exhausted somehow. Perhaps if we give it time.
Fair enough. Has that motherfucker been spying on me?
I would not put anything past anybody. With things like this, they are quite easy to get any information on anyone.
Huh. Blue puts the sphere back in the bag, pulls the bag tight, gently deposits Mulder next to him, and turns the other way and vomits. Because I've been drinking solidly for the past 5 minutes, and the implications of what might have been seen is not good.
Riley, Matilda, do you see this?
Yeah. I mean, I'm there.
Make a constitution check for me.
Sympathy vomiting.
Blue, you just turn around and everyone can hear.
No, oh, I hate you. I'm mad at you. I am mad at you. Oh.
21.
Wow.
Got a good stomach, man.
You feel something in your stomach as you watch Blue just vomit his guts out right behind the bar, but you push it away. It's okay. You haven't seen many people puke except you, but you it's okay.
I sort of walk up to Blue and just pat his back very gently.
The wings are still out, by the way, so they're just like right there in front of you while you do that.
I'm just sort of like, if these are the wings right here, I'm just like, can I?
And everyone, you can see one of the wings is slightly bent, and in both of the wings where the what's it called, the membrane, it's torn in some places. It looks painful as hell.
Oh no.
Can that not be healed?
Too late. Damage has been done. I can't afford the kind of healing it'd take to fix it, if it could be fixed.
Fair enough.
I was gonna say, yeah, it's like old looking. It's not a recent injury.
Maybe after all of this is said and done, we could try and look into it for you.
I think we
Pat
get
her
ahead of
hand
ourselves.
awkwardly. She's like, yeah, sure. Thanks. somewhere else right now.
Perhaps we should focus on surviving the fact that we are probably at war with a criminal element here in the city.
I think that's fair to say.
If I can suggest something to everyone, I think we've gathered a lot of information. Well, we have more than we did moments ago, and I think we've dealt with a lot of bullshit. And the way she says bullshit, it's kind of like she doesn't swear often, so she's like, so I think we should maybe go somewhere that we could probably be safe enough to rest for a bit and then revisit this, because we can continue to fight them, but there's only so much we're going to be able to take.
We are heading back to my office, all of you.
Do any of your caster types have the ability to clean up some of the mess on us?
I can do it.
Yeah, me too. I guess me and the cat will just sort of prestidigitation everybody.
Prestidigitation.
You still can't get the blood out of my sleeve. It's just that deep.
You prestidigitate everyone, and you seem clean except for Ryan's sleeve.
Being in magic blood.
It's magic blood?
Well, I could always just
Magic
turn his
blood.
sleeve the same color as the blood.
No, but you get the dye out.
You know how to fix it? Put more blood on the rest of the shirt.
There you go.
Ah.
Good work.
Wear red,
But
darling.
I like wearing white.
Or brown, depending on whether or not you're the fight or flight kind of person.
Sure.
Okay, we're headed back to my office. I have 2 guards on duty at all times. That's gonna give us enough warning at least. The reading room has a nice little couch nook built into the windows. You should like that. My sister's rooms are also currently available, though I'd rather you stay in the room for the night. So, shall we?
Before
I
we
take one of
leave,
the window spots.
we
I
found
would take by the time.
everything. We searched the place.
I believe
Yes,
so.
go.
Barrett has the suitcase.
Could I?
Yeah, we
could I
got
just
we got a lot of loot as well. I've got it all written down, what we picked up off the bodies. So I assumed we were taking it all with us.
We're
Before
gonna
we
open
go,
the suitcase when we get back to the office. ahead.
before we go, could I just sort of take one last look around and see if we missed anything?
Roll investigation.
All right, come on. Okay. Oh, 23.
Nice.
Is it a quick look around, or how long are
Just
you?
gonna go around the whole place, just looking at everything, trying to figure out and see if we've missed anything.
You go around the place and nothing strikes your attention too much. You've probably been through everything already, and you just see some personal stuff of the people that work here. You see like makeup and stuff like that. And when you go through this over the stage, you can see that there is a stain of blood in the middle of it, and there's quite a lot of it there.
Can I sort of like try and scratch over the wood to see if it's old or washed or cleaned or if it's still there?
You do that, and somebody tried to wash it, but it just seeped into the wood, and it's been there for roll medicine for me.
Natural 20.
It's been there for about a week.
Oh. Ooh. I'm just gonna look up to everybody. Hey guys, there's lots of blood here, and it's not from today.
No, it's not.
Do you know about this?
Yeah. And I just walk out.
Through the main door.
I'm gonna roll an insight on Blue because I need that information.
Yeah, you can do
I'm-
that.
I'd be inclined to take everybody out the back door.
Oh, back door. Okay.
Before we leave, I'm gonna cast Prestidigitation to clean the blood if I can.
You try. You would have to be there for like 4 hours at least to get it out of the wood.
It's deep in the grain.
Okay, I just after trying once, I'm just like, okay, I just I'll go, and I leave.
So, do we leave the building intact, or should we burn it down?
Blue, as you step out, roll perception for me.
Can I get that insight then? Roll that insight.
Blue?
Sorry, I didn't hear the question. My Discord did a blip.
As you walk out, roll perception for me.
My apologies.
It's okay. What are you trying to do, Ryan?
I want
I
to
rolled
roll
a
insight on Blue.
Oh yeah, you do that now.
I rolled a 12.
Okay.
He looks far too pleased.
Natural 20,
That's-
right?
Yeah, it's natural 20. I was showing you 14. But it was...
Nice. Blue. Well, with natural 20.
Yeah, Blue knows exactly how that blood got there, could tell you in great detail what happened, and you are going to have to ask him. So,
Since I know you mentioned a friend of yours from film, could I put 2 and 2 together from...
yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah, you could.
Excellent. I'm taking notes.
Of course you are.
So, Blue, as you walk out, you notice over around the corner, there is someone behind that corner looking your way.
Sorry, can you say that again?
There, as you walk,
Apologies to people hearing this twice.
it's okay. As you walk out, behind the corner over, you see someone standing there looking at you. As you walk out.
Is it someone I recognize?
It's a person. And they look smaller, so it might be like a dwarf or a halfling or something like that.
Yeah, it's nighttime, right? I'll summon a dancing light.
You summon a dancing light, and first thing you hear is this, ah! And you see a kid duck around behind the corner.
I'll chase after him.
You run after the kid, and
Don't kill a kid.
the kid is just standing there shaking and clutching this stuffed lion to their chest.
And I don't know who this kid is, but they were just watching me.
Yeah, they just saw you there. They seem fully clothed and like regular clothing, like middle class.
And they're here by themselves.
Yeah.
Cool.
Look, there is a lot of apartments through Sharn, and they are fucking everywhere. So it's not like this piece is just a palace. It's like there are apartments right next door.
I put my cloak back on. Fuck. Ah. Well, shit.
And you hear, "Hello, mister. You seem Wingy.
Well, aren't you perceptive? And I'll put my I put my cloak back on because I would have had it in my flat of my arm. You should get home. It's not safe.
Yeah, it's probably a good idea. Bye. And you see the kid just duck away and start running.
I'm gonna insight check that interaction.
Sure.
Look, I'm very paranoid right now.
Okay.
17.
That kid has no fucking idea what's going on.
Cool. Wicked. I'll sort of head back towards the back door.
You
Yes,
head
I'm
back.
with you. We should just burn this place to the ground.
Right? I mean, it depends on the war we want this thing.
Well,
are
if
we
we
being
started
sneaky
with-
about it, or are we trying to scare him?
If we
My
start with the
client
rafters,
works here.
What?
I mean, we don't really want to bring more attention to us. We're trying to get the drop on this guy. We're trying to find him before he finds us, or you know what I mean.
How many bodies are we
Why not?
leaving in there? I think we have his attention.
One of my clients works in this here building. That's where they make money. As such, this is relevant. Not to be burnt down because I need the money.
But aren't we trying to kill the boss of your client?
That
Then
also makes sense.
If we kill the boss of your client, they're not going to be making money.
But happen is that my client takes over the establishment. More money.
So
But what if the client
here's a
doesn't want to
question.
take over this?
Well, anyway,
don't-
well, fine. The suitcase is probably enough payment. Shoving it. Let's.
What if we just burn down the client?
Don't burn down the.
I'm outside and I hear none of this, so it's all good.
Well, there. That is not a bad idea because that would go back and. We already got our deposit. We got the suit. Too many witnesses. No, we can't do it.
I use prestidigitation
Suit
to
yourself.
make both of them soiled and greasy, and I say this is the most I'm going to do to you because we're working together. But you dare burn your client, I will burn you back.
Roll intimidation.
I was just.
Oh, that's a natural 17. But -2, so 15.
Ryan, Mulder. Okay, Matilda. Are you fucking with them?
No, I use prestidigitation for show because I wasn't gonna burn them, but excuse me. She basically looks like a puppy that's been poked a little bit too much. She's not happy with the idea that the one person who could possibly relate to what she's going through getting burned or betrayed or left behind. So don't fuck with her, please.
I mean,
I won't burn any of my clients. That's bad for business. Now, could you please make me less greasy? I don't know, actually. This could go into much more easy.
I clean him up.
Fine, but remember that in combat.
Grease!
Anyone in there?
Time to leave.
Hey! Anyone
I'm
in
in the
there?
outside.
Open the door.
Get out. Let's go.
Back to my office. Fight blue.
Barrett, come along.
Yes.
Alright, my coat.
Okay, sir.
Slip into my coat.
Mr.
Want
Cat.
my bloods to everyone.
You get out of there and you are you went after blue, so you're in the back you're outside of the back door now. So yeah.
Throughout the back door is blue there? We.
Yeah, you see Blue in the back door.
Blue, Blue, we gotta get out of here. Someone's at the door, and they're trying to get in. We need to go.
Okay,
To my
go then.
office.
as you said. Let's go.
What is your office?
Nice
Up.
part of town.
All right.
It's
Beach
in-
view and the seaside view and everything. Beautiful. Trust me.
Oh, that's way too nice.
It's in the Ocean View district.
So
It's in
yeah,
Middletown.
using city secrets, I can get us there in half the time it would take us.
Yeah, and thanks to that, you go through some alleys and you find one of the flying ships very easily. And there's just one person there to drive it for you. It's the public transport of the city, basically.
Ocean View District. Daehund
Yes, sir.
Inquisitives.
Of course. Two silver or 2 gold. What's the currency? Silver or something.
Silver Sovereign.
Silver sovereign. Two silver sovereigns, sir. Thank you. And he takes it and he flies you over there. And you are again in front of the Daehund office. It's after midnight, like 1 a.m., 2 a.m., something like that.
Who's on duty right now?
Sorry?
Who's on duty right now?
On duty is Zed and Earthel.
Excellent. I need to talk to Zed.
Yes. You go inside and you see Zed standing there next to Earthel. She looks kind of pissed, but she looks like that always. She's got the resting bitch face, and
My kind of girl.
Zed is just there, standing straight, looking straight. He looks over to you. Yes, sir.
Okay, both of you. We may get visitors this night because I'm having some people stay over.
Mm-hmm. Should we let them
We
in?
may have angered some. That comes with the job.
Oh,
Anyway,
how
I'm not expecting.
unfortunate.
I know you like to fight.
Oh.
But do let us know if there is trouble. We also, well, I do.
Of course, sir.
So anyway, because I don't expect this job to take very long, we already got like half the. So it should be fine. Like, I need you to look into that issue you talked to me about last time, and see if there is a case there that we can take.
Yes, sir.
With this bar. Okay, so that's that. Good to see you, Zed. See you, Ethel. Now, visitors, inwards.
And you see them to part a little bit and let everyone in. And you enter the main office thingy.
Okay,
Room.
now the reading room is just past the office desk onto the right over there. Let's go there. I'll put on some candles. There's also lights, probably. Eberron. Yeah, there's probably lights. It's Eberron.
There are like
I'm gonna turn on lights.
there are like runes that glow. So
I'm gonna turn on the lights.
yeah.
So there's couches. There's the window nooks, which are like those classic, comfortable couch window nooks. The things you see on Tumblr, like the perfect window.
Yeah,
reading.
it's fairly popular newspaper magazine. Actually, there's a lot of pictures in the Tumblr magazine, and it's nice.
No, it's comfy shit. Bookshelves as tall as the windows, so about 15 feet tall, because it's not a low building. So yeah, is it comfortable? Barrett, suitcase, please.
Of course, sir. Yes, sir. He runs over to you. Gives you the briefcase.
I'm going to place the case coffee
So-
table in the middle of the room.
Okay.
Suitcase.
Yeah.
One of those. And I'm going to open it up
Uh-huh.
and show everyone that there's like 500 sovereign.
You show everyone, and it's a lot of money.
So this should handle the rest of the lab. In fact, this may mean that I may have to give you back your deposit once this job is done. This is a lot of sovereign. Now, do you know exactly? No, you don't. Probably, it's possible, entirely possible, that whoever this was mentioned them before to be worked at the place you were trying to get employment at.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
Andres,
it's a
just a little technical thing. You're cutting out quite a bit.
Am I?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Could you maybe, I don't know, add a little
Maybe
gain on your
sensitivity.
on your microphone?
I did adjust the gain. I adjusted the gain after I had adjusted the input sensitivity, so that's probably what happened. Yeah.
Yeah. maybe.
Okay, I'm gonna drop it to like -45. That's fine, right? You can hear me okay now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
It's okay.
I also I don't remember what thing you mentioned there. Oh yeah, okay. That yeah. It's just like flare.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. Continue. Sorry.
Also, apparently, Mike's Zoom died, so that's something we can consider.
I'm still here. Zoom
Yeah.
is just,
Oh.
Zoom is just gone.
At
So
least
you're
we
still
can see your
image.
lovely face. So
Mhm.
there's that.
Okay. Where was I before you interrupted me?
Suitcase. I might get my deposit back.
Yeah. So essentially, this looks like enough sovereigns for someone to pay to someone to maybe report back to them about you trying to leave their establishment. Maybe. I don't know. It's a lead, and possibly your payment for this job.
I mean, it is the lead.
It is certainly a lead.
Yeah, we've got a few of those.
Yeah.
Like these mercenaries.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, they're a lead, but they're not as interesting a lead. But yeah, they're a lead.
maybe not
They're
to
dead,
you.
though.
Maybe not to you, but if I find a bunch of people are looking to trying to capture me, I find that really quite interesting.
Blue, as
Yeah,
you
we really don't want one of our team members to die, right, Ryan?
Blue, as you yell at
I got
Ryan,
my deposit.
you can feel your wings to hurt, and you take 3 psychic damage.
Cool, great, yay.
It's this stinging pain that suddenly bursts into your body, and yeah.
Are you alright there?
Peachy.
Okay, I'll take that as a no. Take a seat.
Yeah, as we walk into the office,
There's-
I'm gonna
There's enough couches for everyone.
I'm gonna walk up to one of the window sections with the little couch because that's the kind of place I'd like to usually read. But before I rest, I'm gonna cast Rope Trick, which
Mhm.
essentially makes a piece of rope slither up into midair and keep floating upwards and upwards until it reaches a spot and it sort of opens like a little entrance to an extra dimensional space. Kind of like a Mordekainen's hut or something, except it's not visible. And I'm just gonna whoop, climb right back up. It lasts for an hour. You're not going to see me till then.
I will probably take my newly acquired way my pervy boss is probably being even more of a cunt than he was before. And
Oh,
Fine.
you lost the camera.
yep,
Oh,
When-
fuck. Okay,
yeah.
I'm gonna deal with that. Continue.
Yeah, and just like find one of these couches and I sort of lie on it so my back is to the room so like my wings can just like be there because I can't sleep on my back. So they're just there. Everyone's seen them now, so don't bother making an effort to hide them. And I just try to go to sleep. Probably with little to no success, but I'm going to try.
So, how high are we from the ground floor, and how many windows are in this place?
We are pretty high up. And there are a lot of windows.
There is a. You're
by the way-
you're in the middle section of the city. So if you were to jump out, there would be nothing left of you.
So, I mean, from like platforms and what? If someone's walking to us, do they have to climb like
Yeah.
from the base of your building? How many like what do they got to climb?
Oh, there's
A lot. We're on the edge of the level.
yeah. And like, if someone wanted to climb in here, it's not that hard. They could use like the flying ship that you got in here with, or other flying stuff. Like
Yeah.
here in Sharn, it's fairly common to have something like that.
Yeah.
And
I could
very
assault
easy
it
to
pretty
use.
easily myself.
Yeah.
So yeah. I'll just start. Are there wooden shutters? What's the window situation like?
Ryan.
It's a like really, really large open window. Like, well, glass windows, not exactly open windows, but you know, they're like ridiculously nice looking.
Yeah. They
Do
are
I'm
they
gonna start
open?
trying to move things in front of them. Oops.
Well, they don't open, and they're sort of like extruding, like angled.
There are like drapes that you could move so that no one can
That's
see
drapes.
through them. Yeah, like fancy drapes.
Okay. Yeah, I'm all right with that then, I guess.
Okay.
Does this custom duty? It's cool.
So yeah, I'll just close all the drapes and kind of get next to one and keep an eye, like kind of stand next to the window, keeping an eye out.
Mm-hmm. And you do so. You
Okay.
you see the moon, and you can see down there. You can see the ocean and how the moon shines, and the light just reflects off of the waves and the various ships and stuff down there, and buildings. Not stuff.
All right, since you're all ready off to sleep, I'm just gonna take the suitcase, put it in the vault, and I'll go to my room and sleep. Catch you in the morning.
What's the combination to your vault?
None of your business.
What happens if you die?
My sisters know the code. It's fine.
Okay.
And all of you go to bed.
Just a quick note.
Yes.
After the hour is over, I sort of just climb back down before I get plopped on my ass. And I look around for Rendar and see
Yeah.
if he's still awake.
I am up by a window keeping watch.
Okay, I walk up to you and I sort of sit on the little couchy thingy by the window.
Couchy thing.
That's the official term.
Yes, it is.
You know, I was just up in the hidey hole thing, and I was just thinking, what if we don't find Dax out of this?
You will be on your own.
This seems like exactly what you already have.
I guess I was looking towards trying to find him and bring him back, but what if there's no one to bring back? I don't know what to do after that.
What did you want from your own life?
I don't know. I was trying to learn from him, I was trying to be like him. He gave me everything that I had. I don't know what else I would do.
Everyone's parents leave. He's no different.
He didn't leave.
He's gone. There's not much of a difference.
There is. Fuck you.
Shit the bed.
From someone who's a brother figure to her.
There. Calm down.
You can see this paw just slightly touching your shoulder.
Which creeps me out because how the fuck does it reach all the way up there?
He can climb.
Oh no,
It's climb the curtain.
I'm not comforting Matilda. I'm comforting Rendar.
Okay, I'm going to come back into the reading room because I could hear of this with my basic perception of 36. Obviously.
Of course, yeah. You hear
Oh.
everything.
And I bring in some bottles from the brewer room saying, drink this, shut up. I'm sleeping. And they go back upstairs.
All right. I'm going to say, I don't mean to imply that he is dead, but it is something that if you haven't thought about before, it's worth thinking of. What will your life be like when he is gone? He is older than you. It would be the natural case that you would one day be without him.
Oh, see, I was implying that he was dead. At this point, you have to assume that, right? I mean, we're dealing with very shady and dangerous characters.
I mean, the fact that they're specifically going after a certain skill set makes me think that it's likely he's alive and being used to accomplish something. Or they needed someone with arcane blood for a sacrifice. Those are the only two things I can think.
Well,
But
the best possible way for you to acquire such a thing is just to empty the whole body.
true. If it's a sacrifice, I agree. He's probably dead. But I think it's a little unlikely they would need that many sacrifices that spaced out. Although I don't know much of magic.
It is a wild and wonderful thing.
You say so. I've gotten many a wizard's blood on me. I haven't gotten any magic, so
Thankfully.
thankfully.
Very quietly. But you can hear.
I think while this conversation is going on, Blue's not been asleep. Like, he's been trying to sleep, but I think if anyone was, like, paying attention, I think they would have seen, like, the wings go flat against the back a couple of times. Like, it's not an easy conversation to hear.
Mm.
What?
Yeah. After
Blue's got issues.
After just about enough Dax could be dead or ripped or bled or whatever conversations, Matilda's just gonna sort of not even say goodbye or anything, just sort of walk around and go to the next window and just curl up there.
I'll just, as you're walking, I'll say, we'll find him. We'll have answers for you. And if he's gone, myself and Maeve will do our best to help you. But maybe it is time that you start thinking of your own life.
Well, I think it's best
Okay.
if everyone just sort of assumes now that they are fending for themselves. Correct?
I wouldn't say that.
I mean, I'm calling back now. I guess you're right. It might be worth thinking about it, but just let's just get some rest. And now I'd hide.
Okay. To the cat, I'll say, I hope it's not just looking out for ourselves, because it seems like the people we're up against have more than a few people willing to die for them.
That is unfortunate, because if that's the way that they are, they eventually will die for the wrong reason.
Very true. One must live for oneself, but I think it's important that in this endeavor we at least try to keep each other alive. There's a usefulness to it, even a morality, if you are of that mindset.
Well, I suppose so. It is my opinion that people as a whole simply don't think before they act. They have lost this ability to understand the usefulness of one's own life, and instead put others ahead of themselves. And now, mind you, I find the necessity of keeping close proximity to people that can assist me in certain measures. But to be quite frank, I have found little accomplishment from keeping anyone close at hand.
And you look around and you see Barrett taking out a pillow on his desk, just slamming his face on it and going to bed.
I suppose.
Excuse me, I have something to attend to. And I'm going to go hop up and curl up in a ball and sleep on Barrett's lap.
Okay.
And you do so.
Now, I'll keep watch for a little while. I'm sure that no one's, that the guard doesn't come knocking, asking about what we're, if we were over there, and then I'll go to sleep.
Mm-hmm. So, everyone's asleep now.
As long as some of his employees are still up keeping watch.
The employees, you can still see their backs through the glass of the door of the main entrance. So they're still there as you keep watch.
All right.
And as you go to bed and you fall asleep one by one, Matilda, you fall asleep and all you have in your head is Dexathar and what Rendar just told you. It's there, it's digging into your soul. And as your vision fades away from darkness, you can see in front of you Rendar and Dexathar talking, smiling, laughing. You don't hear what they're talking about. You just hear their voices, and you can feel the smile on your face. And walking towards them, you suddenly see as Rendar takes out a dagger and stabs Dexathar in the gut and runs it up and to the side as Dexathar keeps looking at him, smiling, and he just falls to his knees and on his face, and he's gone. And as you see that, you start screaming and running over to Rendar, and you see just this smile as he turns around to you and waves at you, and you can see on his lips that he says your name, and that's the dream. Blue.
What a dream.
Blue, you wake up in the palace again. You are standing there, and in front of you are Alex's bodyguards, and he stands there behind someone sitting on a chair, and as you look there, you can see Matilda sitting in that chair, and as as you stand there and you remember what happened, you see Alex's lips move, and you remember the words he said, and he grabs Matilda's head, just crushes it, and as you yell out, you wake up.
Try.
Mulder, as you fall asleep, you usually have these beautiful dreams, and again in this dream you are sitting on a cushion, and right in front of you is your body working on something, and as you walk around and like fiddle with stuff, the body touches something, and in a moment there's this zapping sound, and all you see is just another cat right in front of you. And you all wake up the next morning. Some of you fresh and rested, other of you just not so much. And Blue, you take 3 points of psychic damage as you feel again the pain in your wings just burst through your body. And you take 1 point of exhaustion.
Oh, fuck.
Yay.
I only used one charge of the wand, right?
Yep. Oh yeah,
Okay.
reload it. Or
Yeah. I was gonna say,
Yeah.
since it's 1d3, it just...
You just
I
get it, you just get it, yeah.
You take out your wand and you reload it.
Yeah, just...
Oh, something fell.
My dignity. That's what fell.
The hairbrush.
Matilda, as you wake up, you feel the pillow under your face is just wet, and as you touch your eyes, you've been crying.
Wipe it away immediately. I try to sort of turn my head so that I'm facing the window and not anybody else, and I'm just quickly sniffing and cleaning up.
By this time, I was probably already at my desk and going through my notes.
Yeah, you are.
When I wake up, I'm going to go over to Ryan and ask to see the journal with all the names and the numbers. I want to see if there's any names I recognize, if my name is in there, anything like that.
Go ahead.
Thank you.
You go through it, and there are no names that you recognize. The only one that you recognize is Dexathar, and that's about it. And as you go through it, every couple of pages, there is a name on each line, and then there's one line that just says XO.
The letter X and the letter O, or the
Yeah,
symbols.
yeah,
right.
And it's
Right.
another couple of pages, and again XO. Another couple of pages XO.
I'm sorry, but there's hugs and kisses in that book.
Wait, is it XO or XL?
XO. Oh.
Oh,
This.
oh,
Oh,
oh.
right. Okay.
And there are various amounts right next to the names. Some are in tens, some are in thousands. It's
Right.
different
Am
each
I-
time.
So there's no sort of consistency to it, like so it's not clear if it's like money amounts or code or anything like that. Okay.
Close you think it might be money, but it doesn't make
Right.
sense that each figure is different.
Sure. But it is all Alik's handwriting.
Yes.
Okay. I'll just sort of
Roll investigation for me.
with disadvantage.
Yeah.
Yay! Fucking love exhaustion. It's a great mechanic. Yay! 4.
Oh no.
It all seems in Alec's handwriting.
Cool. Great. I'll throw the. When I say throw, I just sort of I put it back on the desk, just like I don't know.
I haven't actually gone through it myself yet, so I'll take a look as well.
For what it's worth, I don't know any of the names, so it's not employees, or at least not ones I know.
And thus far, we only know there's wizard names in there, don't we? Mostly.
It tracks.
Okay. I'm gonna take a look. So I'm just gonna go through it,
Yes.
one by one, one by one.
Uh-huh.
This is you, Tom.
Lovely. Lovely.
See the flowers. And the
Beautiful.
rest, completely different texture. The fire still needs some work.
Awesome. Awesome. What are you doing with the journal?
I'm going to try and see if I can get anything out of it.
Investigation.
Oh, I didn't roll that good. 22.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
It's a natural 13. I'm sorry.
You can see all the names and the numbers are in the same handwriting except for the X and O.
So this is someone needing hugs and kisses. I will not apologize for the joke. but okay. There have been two contributors to this book.
There have?
Yes, apparently the X and the O don't really match the handwriting of this other person. See how in Daxita the X is completely different than from here?
Well, I didn't before, but now you've pointed it out, sure.
Before we go on, unfortunately Mike has to go, so he'll be
Daylight
just
savings time, everybody.
yeah. Next
Okay.
time.
Catch you
See
later.
ya.
Bye, Mike.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Take care. So, I guess I'm giving Barrett the day off.
Um,
Oh, I remember because I'm sleepy and uncomfortable right now. I go to Matilda, leaving Ryan to do the book thing. Because I fucking clearly couldn't even tell the difference between two very different X's. So I'm having a bad morning. but I go to Matilda with the scrying eye. I'm just like, could you use this?
I can try.
You might, if it's for scrying, then maybe if you think about your Dax, Athar, you'd know.
Oh. Yes.
I mean, that's how scrying works, right? You just need to know the person.
I think so. I think I need to have them in my mind. Would I know if I need any components or anything for scrying eye?
But it's an item, not the spell, isn't it? So.
Yeah.
Oh right, yeah. So
Yeah.
I can just think about the person.
Yeah.
Wait, before you start casting or using it, because I don't know, I just start singing very quietly under my, like, just sort of like almost like a lullaby kind of vibe. But it's pretty, and it's Sylvan. I don't know if you know that it's Sylvan, but it's pretty sounding.
I do know it's Sylvan.
Then you would know it's just sort of like a song about going on a journey and finding things and finding love. It's just a very sweet little song, and I'm giving you bardic inspiration. So before you do the casting,
Oh my god. bless you.
It's not the person you're trying
It's
to
not a
scry
roll
on
I have
has
to
to.
make?
Sorry.
yeah, I know. Look,
It's
I
not
don't
a
care if
roll.
it's not her check. I don't know that.
Okay.
I just had a dream where my new friend's head got squished like a ripe fucking grapefruit. So I'm feeling kind of a need.
Cool.
This helps.
Matilda. You.
I curl up on the window. Yeah, and I place the ball on my lap. And it takes me a moment. It takes me a moment to really like decide on whether or not I want to see what's on the other side, but then I concentrate on Dax.
You.
I'll sit with her, just like cross-legged in front of her, just like there.
Cool. You think of Dax, and as you're looking into this ball, your vision seems to slowly leave your body and enter this sphere that you're holding, and your vision goes through the mist, and suddenly you are over Sharn. You can see all the roofs, all the lights, the big flying island, and then your vision fades away and you appear closer. You are somewhere in the higher parts of the city. Then it fades away and you jump into the middle wards. Then you fade away and you jump into the lower wards. Then you fade away and you jump somewhere underground. You're not sure where you are. You just see this buildings, these ruins of something. And then you fade away and you jump again. And as you jump again, your head starts to hurt and the sphere rejects you. And you just snap out.
Did you see anything?
Not him, but it took me somewhere. First it was Sharn, it was all over, then it was through it, then it was the middle parts and the lower wards, and then somewhere underground, some sort of broken place. That's where it kicked me out. I couldn't see any further than that, but I think where we need to go is somewhere in the lower wards, and it's somewhere underground.
Would I know about the cogs and what's underneath ground level?
Nope.
Cool.
You
I
know
meant like
of
general.
them.
I know.
You
Yeah,
know
that's what I
of
meant.
them and that they exist, and you know there are also sewers down there somewhere, and then you know that under the cogs are the lava pools and the manufacturing of like tools and oh my god, and all that kind of stuff. So that's what you know.
what I know of it with my urchin back connection to the poor and whatnot.
You know that there are certain ways you can get to the cogs, and you know some of the ways go through the sewers. You don't know of any particular way to get there, just know of it, and you know how to get to the sewers.
Is it worth? Could I use the scrying eye, or am I not the right kind of spellcaster?
I think you could.
Because I know I'm an arcane magic user, so
How
You
many
know,
uses does it have?
I'm gonna do it like this. If you use magic, you can fucking use this thing.
okay.
Does
Then
it have limited uses though?
yeah.
Sorry?
Does it? Is there a cap on how many times it can be used a day? Because like when Muldair touched it, it was done for the day. It's got one use a day. Well,
I think that maybe it was getting close to Dax, but maybe something is blocking that kind of magic. Maybe there's some sort of ward to scrying or something like that.
I've heard of stuff like that, like defense, like abjuration magic. Stops you being able to be seen. If you're somewhere like that, sounds like something a league would pull.
I'm going to take comfort in the fact that the scrying almost worked. It
I
means
mean,
there's a target.
if he was, yeah. I mean, you can't scry on somebody who's not around, can you?
It wouldn't have worked.
Well, that's something.
Yeah.
Impulsively, I kind of reached across, like, because we obviously sat like knees to knees, where we're both cross-legged, and I like touched the side of her face and just, it'll be okay. I can't promise that. I hope it'll be okay.
Yeah, I hope so too. Thank you.
You're welcome. So, Mr. Inquisitive,
Listening?
what are we doing today?
Well, we've got some leads. We should follow them up.
Do you know anything about the lower wards?
Glad the money's going to good use.
Yeah, the
I
please.
call out to Rathindel. Do you have any good knowledge about the lower wards?
I've been down there a few times.
A lot
And
of
what
times.
about ways
A
you
lot
could go
of
underground to really shady places? How about that?
I probably know a few ways in.
You know of some hideouts to other places you've gone to. None of them led to the cogs. All of them were somewhere in the lower wards. Just like someone built.
I've probably taken chops down in the cogs. That have taken me down to the cogs anyway. It's been a century.
Yeah, true. But
Could have been a
Do
while.
map?
Now he has high-paying clients.
Do you have a map of this place?
Well, that I don't have.
The cogs are big as fuck. Cause Sharn is huge, and before Sharn there was a city which now are the ruins of the cogs. So it's big, and if there is a way in there, doesn't mean it's anywhere close to where you want to go or something like that.
Yeah.
Also, it's rather dangerous to go there. There are things, mostly things that want to eat you, take your soul, suck out your brain. stuff like that. You know, lovely kind of people.
And that's why I can't get my sleeve clean.
Right.
I think we should try and see if there's anything that we have that might lead us to the same place. If we've got any names or any sort of indication as to something that might be around there. Could I try and look at every bit that we've got and see if anything sort of connects with a place or something in the lower wards?
What did you get? What did you find?
We've
What?
got
Oh.
we've got to put the leads together. We've got we've obviously got the journal with the list of names. We've got the link to the broken lily. We've got the burning cat, which
We've got a key numbered 77.
Yep. We have we know there's some connection to a place called the Burning Cat. Oh, I
Here's
don't
a complete stretch. Complete stretch. Is there by chance a fucking place that's numbered, I don't know, Lower Ward Street 77 or something? like a number of a building or something.
Oh! I've got a fucking address. A ripped address of a factory. Have you got a... Yeah, no, because I've just remembered. And I imagine Blue's just like, oh! Is Professor Blankford a gnome? He spoke to Alik about a week ago. He's connected to the university, I think, but I found this piece of paper. It's about a factory that might be down there.
Can I look at it?
Yes. It's partially ripped. I'm just going to check exactly what it says. Rolling down. It's been torn off. It's something factory. There was a street name and there's a number on it. That's all the description that our illustrious DM gave me when I did my prologue.
Street name.
It's
Yeah.
Street name, what's the number?
It's in the lava pools, and it's not 77.
Fuck you.
But it is in the
I
lava
love you.
pool.
It's in the lava pools, yes.
And is
It's
that
in-
around the place that I
That's-
saw, maybe?
Yeah. It's lower, isn't it?
Make an intelligence check.
Oh boy. It's a good thing that's my highest score. And that's a good thing it's a 5. Plus 5, so 10.
Okay. With how the jumps were, and knowing something about Sharn, you would have to jump once or twice more to get to the lava pools.
Oh, okay. Wait, so that means that it wasn't exactly on the dot? Hmm.
What was the professor's name again?
Blankford?
And it wasn't in the list.
No.
Was it on the book?
No, because I asked if there were any names I recognized.
Nope.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
I mean, that's what the smart people in the room want to investigate. It's probably better than my idea.
What's your idea?
Put the word out on the street that we have Blue in our...
that giggle's out of character.
This isn't out of character.
Yeah, let's not do that. What we could do is
No,
we could find
that-
Blankford,
That's not a bad idea.
putting your
It's
name out there.
stupid and it's dangerous, but it's not a bad idea.
What have I got to lose, really? We could do both.
Mm.
Let's
Keep
use
it as a
Blankford
backup.
first.
I really need to see a guy. I'm going to be no good to anybody otherwise.
How long does inspiration last, by the way?
Only 10 minutes.
Hmm.
You could, but yes, you could have added it in theory. My inspiration is
Oh,
I
fun.
think it's a bit late now. Let me check.
Excuse me.
Yeah, my inspiration is a D8.
But it's too late anyway. I should have remembered that while I was making the roll.
Quick, before it runs out, think of something you might want to know and roll.
You guys see me fumble. After that, you see me fumble for like I pull sending a stone out of my pocket and just sort of fuck you. And I think for a moment, and I will say, so where are we going then?
Yeah.
That's
We
not an
should-
answer.
I think
Where are we
should...
going?
Oh, I heard. Are we going then? Yeah. Because
No, where?
that's certainly yes.
Where?
I think the best option for us to start is at the university. See if we can get this Backfoot guy.
I don't know if he's from, but I know if he's from the university. I know he's a scientist.
Mulder would tell you that he's not from the university. He used to be there, but they kicked him out.
Would we or he know where to
Where
find
to
him?
find him?
Never
Maybe at
Motherfucker.
this
never
very
been heard
specific-
of after. Sorry?
Wait. Sorry to interrupt, but I do have a researcher feat which allows me to find or know places that have knowledge that I seek. So would I be able to sort of try and think about where I would get to finding that information?
Let's go visit the factory, maybe. That sounds fun.
We'll just take a casual stroll down to the lava pool.
Like, it's hard. Of course, none of us are really dressed for that weather. But, it'll be fine.
Okay, there are archives in the university that have they keep information on the professors and mages that studied there, but they're not like they can't like magically find someone. But you could get some information about him there.
Okay.
Find out what sort of work he does
Mm-hmm.
or did.
Would I know if that place is a restricted section or if it's like open for anyone?
It's restricted. No, not
Visibility.
not everyone just gets to go there and find out whatever someone is doing to creep on them. So
Yeah. I think if we do go to the university, then I can go check the archives somehow.
I could claim inquisitive business. I'm sure they won't stop me.
And we could check the list of names against the journal. People who aren't there anymore who should be. If you're going into the personnel files in the archive, see how many people are gone, see what their speciality was.
This is a lead
Yeah.
we can follow. Let's go.
I hold on to the stone and think going to the university.
okay.
Why do I have a feeling that person's like gonna backstab you like crazy at the end of this campaign?
If Tom does that to me, he knows how bad it's going to go for him. So,
Oh, yeah.
So
You don't want to anger Jade.
No. Maybe.
Very specific circumstances.
Are you going then to
Yes.
To the university.
the archive?
Yeah.
Okay, you jump on one of the floaty boaties, and
Is that what we're calling them now? The floaty
I
boat.
believe this was the official term.
Is that what the kids call it these days?
Couchy thingies, floaty boaties.
floaty boaties.
We're so good at English.
You're so good. You get there around 10 a.m. You haven't slept too long. And you get to the university, you see the same lazy guards that guard it. And you go through the university again. It seems like it's a different place. Like it's not in Sharn. It's just this secluded space for mages and students and professors. It feels weird. Like they never catch up to the outside world. And that's mostly because all of them just live here, eat here, have just everything they need, and that's all what they care about. You go through, you get to this section that it is a huge tower that's been built to the university, and there you see about 4 guards and this lady with huge glasses sitting behind a table, behind a desk, going through some book. And over her shoulder, you see just stacks and stacks of bookshelves, of bookcases that go all the way up. And it's just this hollow tower with bookcases and books all stacked up on each other and going up and up and up. There are no ways to get there, so you either have to be a mage or they have some kind of a way to get the books they need to bring down.
So I'm gonna be an ass and say that rope trick can make a rope that's up to 60 feet long.
Mm-hmm.
So if I were to climb up one, would I be able to climb up to books that I might need to grab?
Yeah, but the way that this is built is there's the entrance, and there's this part that's cut off from the part where the books are, and that's where the guards are and where the lady behind the desk sits.
Okay. Before we get anywhere, excuse me, before we get anywhere near them, I'm gonna stop everybody. I'm gonna tell them, okay, look, we might be able to get in by telling them that we're an investigative group, or we might not. But I'm thinking I might be able to if anyone wants to go in there with me and we're supposed to not get caught, I can cast invisibility on 1 or 2 more people.
Same.
So we could try doing this officially or not so much. But
The archivist's could help here, though. Double the help in one sentence.
They're likely to talk to you, Ryan, with your name. Are you, Matilda? You gonna have any sway here?
I didn't really talk to a lot of people. So
But you're a student at least, aren't you, though?
And I'm Dax's apprentice, so they might find some sway. Maybe. I don't know, maybe.
Let's try without invisibility. I don't know that would help keep us safe from a school of wizards.
Fair.
Yeah.
Smart
Okay.
thinking there.
Okay, let's try talking.
Matilda,
quick-
you're coming next to me. Yes.
Yeah. Just quick note, Tom, do I have any sort of like, I don't know, pendant or brooch or necklace or anything that
Do you
might
have a
sort of
do you have a student ID? Is that what you're
no,
asking?
not that. Something that might link me to Dax in any way.
I'd still say you'd have a student ID, but on a lanyard that would say that you're a TA.
So either a student ID or an identifier that I'm actually Dax's apprentice.
The clothes you
Teacher's
wear,
assistant. Yeah.
the clothes you wear are the uniform of the university.
Okay.
And there's nothing to tie you to Dexitar except for you telling them that you've been taken care of by Dexitar or something like that. There's no like, you don't have a bell around your neck that says Dexitar. Okay.
Okay. All right.
But people that work at the archives would probably know why you're in the university, what you're doing here, who you're living with, etc., etc.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So there would be some sort of proof. Okay. Should we do this?
Yes. And I just walk on ahead.
Oh.
You
Oh,
walk
jeez.
on ahead and you see all the guards just move their helmets and look at you as you walk there, but then they just look back there. Oh, no. You walk there and you see behind the desk this lady with short hair tied behind and these big thick glasses, and she looks up from her book and says, "Yes,
Good morning.
good morning. What do you want?"
I am Rayafindal Daehund of the Daehund Office of Inquisitives, and I am looking into the disappearance of one of your professors, Daxata.
Lovely.
And I have a lead that seems to list other people who may be of wizardly inclinations.
Mm-hmm.
And I was wondering,
Who did you say that you're again?
Rayafindal Daehund of the Daehund Office
She
of
looks
Inquisitives.
back at her book and she starts going through the pages real quick, and you can see as she goes through the pages, the ink on them suddenly shifts and changes, and the words just change. Yeah. And she stops at a page, looks down, and there's your name, a little bit of information. She's like, "Okay, who are you looking for?"
Well, I have an entire list here, and I bring out the journal.
It's lovely.
And yes, and I would like to know if there's a common element between them, like specialization-wise or anything.
Mm-hmm. Can I have it?
Yeah, take a look.
Thank you. She looks down at it, goes through it, and illusions, conjuration. I'm sorry, but there's nothing to tie them together except for being the professors of this lovely academy.
And are any of them still here?
No, all of them are missing, or left, or just left the academy.
And I don't suppose you're trying to do anything about that? About the missing ones, at least?
Why? I'm the librarian.
Tracks with most librarians I've met. They care
Yeah,
about the
well,
library.
Okay, then I have one last question.
Sorry, go ahead.
Or you can
Go
go
ahead.
ahead. You can ask your question first, because mine is a final question.
Could we possibly go inside and try and get information on one of the missing or absent professors, if it would help our case with finding this wizard. Great wizard that's done many things for this academy, might I add.
That's lovely. There's a lot of them in here. What would you like to know?
What was that guy's name again?
Blinkford.
I'm looking for more information on Blinkford and where to find him.
Oh, Blinkford. Of course. She snaps her fingers. And you haven't noticed this before, but there are some things flying between the bookcases. And you see this one thing fly over to one of the books, take it with this huge chain on it. And as it takes it off of the bookshelf, it suddenly drops like 5 feet. And then flies down to you, and it puts the book over to the librarian, and you can see it's an imp, a white imp.
Oh.
Okay, we had the same question.
She takes the book, opens it, goes over to a page where you can see the name Blinkford, and she says, he's been kicked out of the school because of some experiments, it says. He was interested in the plane of air. Wind. Plane of wind. Is it wind?
Air.
Air. Fucking hell. And the tie-in with Sharn and all of the enchanted flying objects, items.
That ties in with the books that Leek had. All about the history of Sharn and the connection to the plane of air.
It does.
Anyone else think that's kind of alarming when, so much of the stuff floats?
Have you ever seen this Blinkford in person?
You asking me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd recognize him if I saw him again. Yeah.
I had a thought going somewhere, but no.
Any forward in address?
Yeah, any information as to where we can find him now?
He... disappeared. Interesting. Mages tend to do that.
I want to slap this person. Out of character, I really want to just... She's too fucking calm, too much like a librarian. Oh.
Hey now, let's not alienate a potential librarian.
I have never met a core librarian, so this is what experiences you've had with librarians.
I just mean that I can't stand being quiet and calm and peaceful all the time, and that's what librarians usually are. So
I have never met a core and quiet librarian.
Good.
She closes the book with a slam. Puts it down. Anything else?
I don't believe so. I think Matilda, Jade, Randar. There.
That's not my thing. I'm out of this.
I've got nothing else, no.
Very well. Let's go wreck that factory. I mean, visit that factory.
We should try. We need to find Blinkford. He's a solid lead.
Cheers.
She waves at you like this. Let's see. Let's you leave.
Bye.
As you get outside of the academy, Blue, you see a very familiar taxi and a very, very familiar tiefling standing next to it, just kind of leaning against the taxi and holding a bag over one of his shoulders.
Excuse me a sec. I'll be right back, okay? I say to everybody, and then I... Making
I'm
it
watching
quite...
this closely.
Yeah, I am making quite clear that you are not invited to join me. I'm aware that people are probably going to, or at least be paying attention.
Ryan will hear everything.
How will he hear everything?
Passive perception of 26.
As you go over to Jarvis, he stands and goes over to you and gives you a big hug.
I hug him back.
Hey, Blue.
Yeah.
So, I got his stuff. I would have messaged you sooner, but the Alec, he requested me for some reason.
For what?
Yesterday evening, I had to drive him to his apartment. I don't know. He wanted me to go there with him, and then he just let me stand in front of the door, and I heard some shouting. I don't know what's happening. I have no idea. So I went to the shop this morning, and how to say it? Someone's been there before me. The merchant is dead. I had to get in there and steal the stuff. Here, and he gives you the bag.
How much is in there?
8 vials.
Okay. Thank you.
You don't have to thank me.
Yeah, I do. Well, don't mind the elf. He's a bit. Just don't look directly in his direction, 'cause he can probably read
he
lips.
looks over your shoulder at the elf and like.
Not hard. I'm quite short. We're trying to suss out what's going on.
You have a interesting company.
That's one word for it, sure.
He's drinking? Okay.
Yeah, he does that. If he's looking over to us, I'm just gonna sort of awkwardly go like,
And he waves again at you. And gives you a bright smile.
Jay, do you know where Alik's office is? Have you been there?
Maybe.
I know. What the fuck does maybe mean?
I've been down there.
Where is it?
In the lower wards. There's a hidden door. And
Oh, well, that shouldn't be a problem.
I'm pretty sure they went further in. And I heard another door there. You
Could
shouldn't
you take
go
us
there.
there? Why not?
It's fucking dangerous, okay?
You know, a bunch of mercenaries were at the palace last night looking for me. I think it's dangerous wherever I go, quite frankly.
It's more dangerous down there.
Does that mean you won't take us there?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe. Why?
Well, either
Yeah. What?
how do I turn their maybe into a yes? You can just drop us off. You don't have to stay. Plausible deniability.
I'll take you there.
I run up. Will you take us there now?
Hello. Nice
Hello,
to meet
I'm,
you.
I'm Rafael, Daehund of Daehund Office of Inquisitives. Pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Jarvis.
Daehund. I'm gonna open my coat. Would you like a drink?
I sigh and I join.
I'm driving.
Fair point. I'm not.
Yeah.
Sorry, Blue. Sorry.
You should never drink at a rock shop.
Um,
Me, on the other hand, I should.
So these guys keep you safe.
I'll
More
be
that.
walking
More,
up.
I was going to say more that guy, and I point at Rendar as he approaches.
Nice to meet you, sir. And he tries to shake your hand.
I'll shake his hand.
Yeah. Shakes your hand. Just look after him, okay?
I stabbed a man to death once with his own rib.
I'll get in the vehicle and
Real.
just
I promise you, at least for my part, I'll do my best to make sure that nothing happens to him.
thank you. Miss.
That client isn't the paying client, so
He just turns around and gets in the taxi. So are you coming or what?
Where are we going, Blue?
Alik's real office.
He's
how many
taking us
seats are in
there?
this taxi?
Sorry?
How many seats are in this taxi?
One in the
4?
front next to the driver.
Yeah, one.
3 in the back.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
Barrett can be dismissed if need be into a pocket dimension, and Mulder can sit on someone's lap.
Yeah.
that works.
So,
Uh,
what did you say, Matilda? You said something.
He could be in the
No.
he could be in the backpack, Barrett.
In the boot.
Yeah.
Dismissing him to a pocket dimension takes an action. I think that's kind of the putting him in the fucking boot. / trunk.
Trunk. That's the word. Yes.
I'm English. It's the boot of a car.
Well,
Anyway.
Booty.
that's a
It is a
boot
trunk.
dad. So
Anyway.
okay. And
So I
we
guess
pick
that's
up
where
next
we're going?
session, cause
Oh,
Yeah.
man. Ugh.
I'm going to sit in the back between Rendar and Matilda, and it's gonna be great.
Okay, cool.
Oh,
I was
Christ.
making sure I was gonna sit next to a door because I need to make a quick jump out.
Jeez.
Sitting
Okay.
next to Rifendell
So-
sounds like a situation that.
Anyway.
anyway, if you can tell the viewers where they can find you, or if you want to shout out anything, it's your turn.
Well, you can find me at Malacatra, which should be right underneath my face. Aside from that, yeah, I'm no longer Nay, as previous streams have shown. So yeah, that's all I got.
This is going on this side, yeah. This as you can see, this is where my Twitter handle is. Right, the feather is just rotating around it now. It's like as if it was animated. It's excellent. That's where you can find me. That and your worst nightmares, or Twitter and such.
Yep. Twitter handles just there, I think. If you're interested in hearing a podcast about geek culture and media from a queer perspective, check out at Box Not Included. That's the podcast I do. Cool if you could check it out. That's me.
Twitter handle down below me. Don't do a lot on there, but I do run a game called that has been named Candle Breakers, and it gets tweeted about a lot. If you want to look at that, hashtag Candle Breakers.
Yeah, there was a good cliffhanger on the last session. I definitely what the fucked a few times looking at that. So
Well,
That should be crazy.
you can find me down there. And in 2 weeks, over here, on Natural Ruckus, as always. With all these lovely people.
And
And
it's also in this book.
And Mike. And that version of me. So,
It's almost complete. I need some more filling here, and then this white area here is unnecessary. I need to fill that. Then it's complete. Then I can send it to you,
thank
so you
you.
can do with it as you please.
I will do all kinds of stuff to it. Yeah. So, thank you guys for watching, and see you
Thank
in
you, everyone.
2 weeks.
And always remember, you're in our hearts.